Okay, Texas, you're up next. Because of these people right here, this is your Republican delegation for the state of Texas. 100% of these people supported a bill that will decimate Medicaid, not only in your state, but throughout the country. $880 billion will be cut from the Medicaid program to fund a $4.5 trillion tax break for the wealthy. Now, let me show you the impact that it's going to have on your state. 1.2 million people, your fellow residents, will lose their health care coverage. 84,000 jobs will be lost as a result of this crazy bill, specifically in the healthcare sector. 156 hospitals, nursing homes, and clinics will close their doors. I know you may be saying, oh, it's just going to affect those black people. Just those black people. Black people are the only one that will be affected by this. 50% of Medicaid enrollees in the state of Texas are Hispanic. 30% are white, and only 20% are African American. And this will have a detrimental impact on children. The child health insurance program will be adversely impacted by the passage of an $880 billion cut to Medicaid to fund a $4.5 trillion tax break for people who already have more money than they need. You know, you may be saying, well, this is just going to impact the healthcare industry. The reality is that this is going to have a detrimental impact across the board. Over $84 billion of economic impact will be just eliminated from the entire state of Texas. The GDP will be impacted by $84 billion, over 82,000 total jobs, because I was just talking about the healthcare jobs that will be lost, but 82,000 jobs total will be just eliminated from the entire system. I just don't think Republicans know how to add. They don't realize that Medicaid is just not a program that's specifically focused on helping the poor and those who are in need, but it has a downline impact on the economy as well. If 5, 10, whatever number of hospitals close their doors in the state of Texas, it is going to have a cataclysmic impact on those people, their economy, and it's also going to impact the specific cities, the areas where those hospitals are closed. So again, if you want to thank anyone, send a special note of thanks to these folks.
Hey, I wanted to know if anybody else is experiencing the same job market in Dallas as we are right now. We both, my girlfriend just graduated with a finance and marketing degree, and then I'm 6 to 8 months out from my computer science degree, and it is impossible to get jobs. No one's calling back. We've been applying for 8 months maybe to everything possible. I've gone for sales, for anything really, of things that I should be way overqualified for. I did the military for 6 years. I almost have that degree. I have certs and almost have certs, and I should just be overqualified for these jobs, and nothing's coming back. I talked to a couple people that work at staffing companies, and it said it's like one of the worst job markets in 20 years. And just if anybody wants, two hardworking people in Dallas, my background is computer-based and hers is finance-based and marketing-based, and hit us up. But we're always working, always trying to do something new. Super ambitious, and it's just been very stressful lately because we're not able to get anything. If anybody knows any tips or anything like that, let us know. Thanks.
Texas farms just lost 100% of their workers overnight. Crops are rotting in the field, livestock is dying, immigration raids are collapsing American agriculture. Americans are about to learn what the actual cost of food really is. And agriculture is the economic foundation for most of these rural Texas towns. So unless these workers are undisappeared immediately, these towns are going to collapse. The cultural reality is the security versus self-direction cultural conflict. And Americans are security obsessed, demanding immediate border controls and mass deportations without considering the consequences. And now they will pay the price, literally in the form of higher food prices. America has got to get back to its foundation of self-directed culture, in which states, localities, and individuals make their own decisions rather than being dictated by the federal government. Because the economic reality is that undocumented workers make up 50 to 70% of U.S. agricultural labor, because Americans won't do farm work, and even if they were willing to, farmers can't pay American wages and stay profitable. And we've seen this before. Operation Wetback in 1954 saw mass deportations and an agricultural crisis. The Barro Serra program, which ended in 1964, resulted in decades of farm labor shortages. Every immigration crackdown created high food prices because farms had no workers. So what's next? More farms shutting down, ever-increasing food prices, and if Republicans don't reverse this, at a certain point, the U.S. is going to have to import food to feed its own people. Rural Texas voted for Trump. And Texas, you will reap what you sow. Join us for more economic political analysis at culturalperspective.com.
Hi guys, this is Tina and you're welcome back to the channel. So they keep painting Dallas as the shining city of growth, a place where jobs are everywhere and the economy is thriving. But step into the shoes of the average job seeker and the story changes so fast. People are tired, frustrated, angry because after dozens of applications, the doors are still closed. Families are struggling, bills are piling up, and what they call growth, then maybe we need to ask, growth for who? Today, we are uncovering the truth behind the Dallas job market and why so many Americans are feeling completely left out. Join me, let's dive into other people's reaction.
Well, there it is, one of the worst jobs reports that we have seen for the U.S. economy in a very, very, very long time, and with downward revisions of the past few months. All of that data that they have been bragging about has been a total lie. This is devastating, folks. Let's dig in. So in July, the United States economy added just 73,000 jobs. That was far below the expectations, and the unemployment rose to 4.2%. I have my doubts about that number as well, folks. May and June payrolls were revised down by 258,000 jobs, painting a very troubling picture for the economy. And the revisions for the past few months were absolutely brutal. As you could see here, May dropped from 144,000 jobs to just 19,000 jobs. June from 147,000 jobs to just 14,000 jobs. And if you take out healthcare jobs from the mix, the U.S. actually lost jobs for 3 straight months, down 53,000 in May, 45,000 in June, and 300 in July. The United States also lost 26,000 manufacturing jobs in May and June, and 11,000 in July. That makes this the worst 3-month stretch for the U.S. economy since COVID in 2020 under Donald Trump. And if you even remove that COVID year of 2020, it's the worst economic report since the Great Recession. Just a few days ago, people in Trump's administration were posting things like this: "Where are the experts now? The Trump economy has officially arrived. Biden's quarter is behind us." Well, I guess the Trump economy has arrived, folks, so buckle up. We're going to keep following this and more, so make sure you're following our account, spread the word, and add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
It's Joe from Georgia. So this is news out of Texas. But folks, these are alarm bells ringing for the entire United States. And our government is not listening. Overnight, multiple farms in the state of Texas completely shut down. And the reason for this shutdown was because they have lost almost 100% of their workforce. Now, we know this is the result of the immigration raids and stricter enforcement, but the ripple effect is going to be felt all the way across this country. Now, you've got crops that are rotting in the fields. You have livestock that is not being attended to at all. And that takes a lot of personnel. And we're talking, so now we're getting every area of food to include meat. And the communities that surround these farms, those businesses and those people who depend on the income from these farms, it's creating disasters for small communities in Texas. Now, this is not stopping at Texas farms. This is going to end up all the way across America, especially in the breadbasket, the middle of the nation, because they have tons of immigrant help. But folks, the alarm bells are ringing. Your food on your plate is being affected. So you got to think about it. It won't be soon until either prices go ridiculously high or you just won't have any food to buy.
Well, guys, at the end of the day, the reports may call it growth, but to ordinary people in Dallas, it feels like struggle, very serious struggle. Maybe the market isn't destroyed, but it sure isn't saving everyone either. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Do well to like, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and of course subscribe to support the channel. Till next time,